My name is Tracy Marquand and I'm Head of Year 2 at Pilgrims. In Year 2, we build on the skills that the children have developed during the rest of their time at Pilgrims. We continue to follow a creative curriculum, and topics that we've had in the past in Year 2 have been Mind the Gap, which was a focus on London. We looked at the history of London and at modern day London. Last term we had a new topic called Pole to Pole, because we continue to look at our curriculum of ways we can improve it and different ways we can motivate and engage the children. And our topic presently is upstairs, downstairs, and you can see in the display behind me, and that has a focus on the Victorians. In Year 2, we continue to build on the maths curriculum that they've started in reception and Year 1, but there tends to be more of a focus on using and applying. So the children are taking the skills that they've learnt and they're applying them to solve problems. We also continue with the handwriting scheme, and our aim is by the end of Year 2 that the children will have a joined up cursive script. In Year 2, we aim to foster the independence of children. So we'll be looking to develop the children's thinking skills. So for example, when they're stuck on a piece of work, rather than immediately putting up their hand to ask for help from the teacher, we'll be asking them to think of different ways they can help themselves. For example, looking back at the success criteria or thinking about something they already know. Of course, we're always there to support them when they need it. We would also be asking the children to organise their belongings, both in school and at home. So we'd be asking parents to make sure that the children are carrying their own things when they come into school. We also go on a residential trip for 3 days to an outdoor learning centre. This is a fantastic opportunity for the children to spend time with their friends in a different environment and apply the skills, the life skills that they will need for future in an outdoor environment. And in the spring term of Year 2, we usually have a production, which is a week where the children work together on singing and their acting skills, and we put it all together at the end of the week in a great performance for both their families and the other children in the school. Of course, when the children get to the end of Year 2, they'll have reached the end of their journey at Pilgrims, and you'll be considering what their next options will be for Year 3. If you decide you want your child to follow into the rest of the Harper Trust, they will take formal assessments in the January. Now, as we're part of the Harper Trust, we are the pre-preparatory school for the Harper Trust, the children will take their assessments here. And these are comprised of computer assessments. They'll have an English assessment online, they will have a maths assessment, and they will have 4 short cognitive assessment tests which look at the children's underlying ability. We also talk to the junior heads from the other schools before Christmas, and along with a detailed reference, the schools will then make the decision whether the children are ready to take their next step.